Okay, here we are, FBI headquarters. I don't know if McCabe's here or not. We'll see. So real quickly, I think the great things about discovery and the great things about service, even service, is you can see if the people, there's DOJ right over there, you can see if the people that are your witnesses or your defendants are in the country or not. That's the first thing service is providing. We've got still the ones not answering service, and the judges don't like that. So that's the thing we have going for us. We have leverage for us in the court of public opinion right off the bat with service. Discovery is going to be even worse with the 1, 2, 3 Dropbox to Pakistan. So we're going to have the Dropbox to Pakistan in the email. Who knows if the email is also money? You know, those links. You know, those links, the Act Blues links we've had. Now, what else is going to be in that 1, 2, 3 Dropbox to Pakistan? We really don't know. But some of the other things on the uranium side, the uranium one side, is this guy named Kroupnik. Now, this is going to come together, and you're going to see that the Iwans come together with the Kroupniks and Lambert and the other folks at Uranium One. I'll prove it slowly over time. But we've already talked about the 1, 2, 3 Dropbox, how the 1, 2, 3 programs were nuclear arms programs. So everything in Congress related to 1, 2, 3, you could have somebody drag that into this blind mailbox, this 1, 2, 3 Dropbox to Pakistan, okay? So that's the first thing. But the second thing is going to be the Kroupniks. This guy who comes in is named Pavel. Now, I don't know if Mark Lambert brings Pavel in or not, but remember, Mark is over in Greece, sort of the kind of the listening post, and Navy intelligence listening post. I don't know if he's CIA or not, but sort of a Navy intel listening post for Eastern Europe and the Middle East, okay? Pavel comes in to run U.S. enrichment. U.S. enrichment then becomes Centrus Energy. So, and Mark has the trucking company that has the exclusive monopoly, okay? So they're kind of like both sides of the same coin. One guy does the uranium piece, spinning all these centrifuges, and the other person is trucking it all around, to and from all over the world. So between the two of them, they have a complete lock on the complete process for when it hits the ports, all the way to when it gets finished with processing and then leaves. No matter which way the uraniums go, these two guys have a complete lock on all the business. That puts them in a strong position to pay to play. I'm not saying that Podesta Group worked with them in pay to play, but Podesta Group does open a company called ARMZ, and they do a company called Uranium One in Moscow. So I think there's a tie-in there. Plus, I think you're going to find Paul Manafort helps a lot of people come into the country for the trucking companies that Mark Lambert is going to have. They're going to be EB-5 visas. Now, the other interesting thing, EB-5, is wouldn't it be nice to add a little sex appeal to this story? Well, we're going to. We're going to have Ukrainian models coming in as the wives of these companies, for the wives of these companies. So they're going to be kind of like a group of Nikitas. Nikita, a Russian name. We're going to change one letter. It's going to be Krupp, and then Nikita, first 3 letters, N-I-K. So it's going to be the Kroupniks. Well, guess what? Pavel's name, the guy who has the processing monopoly, like that guy, his last name's Kroupnik. Now, maybe that's just a coincidence. Maybe, you know, that's his real name. Who knows? But he's going to have a lot of daughters that are just beautiful that are coming in. They're going to be married off to these trucking companies. We'll see if that's true or not. Now, if they had, let's say a carpet store, okay? Or they had a furniture store or whatever. I could start a construction company and I could pay them for, let's say $1 million for rugs. Because I love rugs. You know, if I'm Paul Manafort, I love rugs. I love rugs. That's not 10 EB-5. That's not 10 EB-5 wives coming in from Ukraine. No, that's not that. It's I love rugs. I'm going to pay $1 million to a rug company in Alexandria. Okay? No. I think they're going to be the Kroupniks. There's going to be a group of Nikitas coming in. I think there's going to be about, well, it's going to say $100,000 per Kroupnik. But we'll see. You can follow the Kroupniks. But there is a Kroupnik that does quite a bit of business with Podesta Construction, so you might want to check that out. There's also a Kroupnik which does mining in Zambia. It's called Kroupnik Mining. And there's also a processing company, whatever they're processing, I don't know, maybe rice. And there's also Kroupnik Wood. Well, sometimes Kroupnik Wood, well, what do they make gun stocks out of? Kroupnik Wood. Now, if Tony Podesta and John Podesta didn't have a company called ARMZ, I wouldn't think twice. But let's check out Kroupnik Wood, Kroupnik Processing. So that's how far the investigation's gone so far. Again, discovery is so much better and so much more powerful if you have precision discovery, because when they know you know, they tend to cut a deal and avoid discovery.